ever flown internationally?
No.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Where would you like to fly to?
Out of the country, United States, Europe, Middle East.
Is there any company you would like to work for?
I would like to get a job at TOM or maybe some other South American companies, Avianca.
And tell me about your experience as a pilot.
Well, I did my course in the United States in Daytona Beach, Florida at Embry Aeronautical University. I lived there for 5 years. I got all my licenses at the university. It was done together. You get your academic course plus your flight training. After that, I remained 1 more year in the United States where I gave instruction across the airfield at a FBO called Phoenix East Aviation, which I remained for 1 year. Upon my visa was expired, I returned to Brazil.
Okay, great. How do you feel when you fly as a passenger?
Safe.
Do you?
Yes.
Don't you feel comfortable or
No,
something?
I don't feel uncomfortable in airplanes.
Okay. Tell me about your first solo flight.
My first solo flight was on my second semester of university. I had around 40 hours flight time.
There in the U.S.?
In the United States, it was on a Cessna 172, and the airfield was called New Smyrna Beach.
And how did you feel?
Felt great. Very good.
And how was the weather then?
It was good.
Good?
They wouldn't let us fly if there was a cloud in the sky.
Good. Lucky. Would you be a flight attendant?
Would I be a flight attendant? No.
Why not?
Because it's not what I like, and I think for you to enjoy your job, you must like what you do and enjoy. So.
For sure. Okay. How does flying affect your personal life?
It makes me feel happy, good. Once I'm in the air, I feel like I'm at home, you know.
How long have you been flying?
I started in 2001 and all the way up to now, so it's 8 years.
Great. Have you ever been involved in a difficult situation during flight?
Yeah. One time we had a short circuit. On board we had smoke in the cabin. And one time I was doing my IFR training. We were in Tampa, and we almost landed in a military airfield, so that was not good.
Why not? Tell me about it.
My flight instructor tuned in the wrong VOR frequency, and Tampa has many airports in the bay, and they all look the same. The runways are all lined the same way.
Great.
And once we changed our frequency, we were trying to get in contact with the airport. The needle was, the CDI was logged in, but we kept on approaching the person, like, this doesn't look right, and then we changed the frequency. Like, oh, you're about to land at McDill Air Force Base, turn around. So that was pretty bad.
What about the smoke? What about the smoke in the cabin?
The smoke, we just returned back home. It was just a short circuit in the landing lights.
Okay. Are pilots allowed to take medications before flying?
If it's approved by a medical air doctor, yes. If not, no.
What are the good and bad things about being a pilot, in your opinion?
Well, the good things is the liberty you have, the easiness for you to go to different countries, know different cultures, languages, etc. The bad things is you stay away from your family quite a lot, which can be pretty bad.
I see. Okay, good. So now, Pablo, we're moving to the second part of the test, okay? In this part, you will listen to a speech from the recorder involving 2 different situations.
Okay.
When it finishes, I want you to report what you understood, okay? Remember that you can listen to each extract twice, okay?
Okay.
So you can adjust the headset. Can I?
Yes.
What did you get here?
Okay, this guy's doing a flight from London to Rio, and he gets a call from the flight attendant.
Okay, so listen to the flight attendant now, okay? What did you understand?
Okay, there's a guy who's apparently took some drugs before the flight, and he's out of control. He's wrestling two guys on the floor right now, and he knocked out one guy who he was insulting.
Okay, so I want you to tell the flight, you are the captain, okay? I want you to tell the flight attendant to lock him in the toilet.
Okay, so flight attendant, please remove this passenger from the cabin and lock him inside the bathroom.
Okay, so listen to her.
Okay, she said she wanted to take him back to the seat, so I will tell the flight attendant no, the correct thing would be to lock him inside the bathroom.
Okay, good. So now we're moving to the second situation, okay? React. What did you understand here?
Okay, Brazilian Air Control called his pilot and told him that he has 4 criminals on board, and she wants them to be arrested as soon as they land, but the passenger said, the captain said that she would have to wait upon for them to reach the terminal.
Okay, so now I want you to explain the flight attendant the situation.
Flight attendant, apparently we have 4 criminals on board. Brasilia has requested that they be arrested as soon as we touch the ground, but we will do so once we hit the terminal area. So we should disembark all the passengers first, and at the end we'll disembark these 4 subjects.
Okay, so listen to her.
She's asking if the police is going to enter the plane armed.
So?
I tell her no, they're not going to enter. The non-criminal passengers will be removed first safely, and upon that we will hold the other 4 criminals on board, and the police will take care of them once everybody else is off the plane.
Okay, so now I'm moving to the third part of the test, okay? In this part you will listen to 2 different conversations, but this time I can play the CD only once, okay? Then you tell me what you understood, and I'll ask you some questions related to the situation. Can we go? What did you understand here?
Apparently the landing gear collapsed.
Right. Anything else?
She asked what they're going to do about the passengers.
Okay. What can cause a gear to collapse?
Malfunction on the squat switch. It's an electrical short circuit. Is the plane on the ground?
Whatever.
Some electrical failure. Somebody pulling up the landing gear lever.
Alright. And what does a pilot have to do in this situation?
Remain very calm. Report to the controlling authorities what is going on, and upon that, report to your passengers what is happening and what's going to be done.
Okay. Have you ever been through this situation?
No.
Never? Okay. I'll play the second one, okay? What did you understand?
Okay, this guy's going for his missed approach. Apparently he had a tail strike.
Right. What can cause a tail strike?
Over-rotating the airplane on takeoff.
Only that?
A plane hitting the other plane on the ground as well. Somebody clipping his wing on his guy's tail.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of damage to the aircraft can it cause?
Just mainly structural damage. Nothing too serious. There's nothing except for the APU that's in the back of the airplane, but I don't think nothing too serious. Just go up and come back down and safe.
Mm-hmm. You don't need the headset anymore,
No more?
okay? So now, considering both problems in part 3, can you remember the first one?
The first problem in part 3, the criminals on board?
The?
Criminals on board?
Not exactly, but let's consider this one and the last one.
Okay.
Do you remember the last one?
This is just one we just went the tail strike.
How would you compare these situations?
Compare how? What do you
In
mean?
your opinion, if you were...
If I was a pilot, I'll be more concerned with the tail strike, making sure I can turn around and bring the plane down safely against the ground. But criminals, well, there's nothing much you can do, and it's hard for them to get inside the airplane with weapons, so just land the airplane, get everybody out, and have the police arrest someone.
Okay. In your opinion, what's the worst emergency a pilot can have?
Engine failure on takeoff.
Why do you think so?
Because we're at low speed, heavy, and low altitude.
What kind of aircraft are you using to fly?
One that currently fly, just twin engines, piston.
And would it be the same? In
The same procedure.
aircraft?
Compared to a jet on engine failure on takeoff, I think it would be more dangerous on a small plane because we have less power and less climbing performance.
I see. What about fire?
Fire's dangerous too.
Right. And what would it happen in this case in your aircraft if you have fire in an engine or on board?
Fire an engine and on board, pull out the checklist, see what you have to do, make sure the fire is extinguished, advise the controlling authorities what's going on, what are your intentions.
These are the memory items, or you don't have memory
Memory
items?
checklist is your memory items.
Okay, I see.
The first thing you do is you pull out your checklist, make sure you go through the checklist, turn off whatever you have to turn off. Once that's done, advise your controlling agency, flight number, this is my situation, I need to land here now, requesting firemen on the runway. Go ahead and do your landing and then tell the passengers what's going on.
Okay. So now we're moving to the last part of the test, okay?
Okay.
I want you to describe this picture to me, and then I'll ask you some questions about it.
Okay. This happened, I think it was in LAX. This plane was doing an engine run and apparently had a compressor stall or maybe an FOI, foreign object debris, FOD, foreign object debris entered the turbine and exploded.
So, can you still take off after the fire is extinguished?
Can I do what?
Can you still take off?
Can I take off? You mean like this?
Yeah, in this situation.
In this situation? No.
Why not?
Because the plane stopped. There's a truck in front of it. It's not on our runway. And it looks pretty bad.
And would the plane have to be evacuated in this situation?
Yes.
Why?
Because the fuel is stored right here in the wing and the fire can maybe cause an explosion.
Right. What kind of failures can you still take off with?
There's some small electrical malfunction. If you have an engine burnout and you're above your V1 airspeed, you can still take off. Blown tire, you should take off. Pretty much it.
Okay, that's fine. Anything else, Pablo? No? So, Pablo, this is the end of our test, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.